welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, the show. This week we're on location at the newest theme park in Europe. It is Ferrari Land here at PortAventura World. In this week's episode, I'm going to be talking all about this new theme park. I'm going to be showing you around the rest of PortAventura World. I'm Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And as always, a very warm welcome to this week's episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. So, yes, Ferrari Land, we're here, it's the opening day, and to be honest, it's been quite quiet so far. We've been on Red Force 5 times now, and what can I say, it's an absolutely fantastic roller coaster. It is manufactured by Intamin, and it uses an LSM launch, which you can see just behind me, just here. So it launches straight out the station towards the top hat itself, and look at that, 367 foot tall, making it Europe's tallest roller coaster. It's also now Europe's fastest roller coaster, reaching 111 miles per hour in just 5 seconds, making it is the tallest and fastest coaster in Europe. And in the PortAventura have actually beaten their own record. Of course, Shambhala had the record when it opened in 2012, and this has then taken it. The park has beaten their record. It's quite funny how you've got two record holders right next to each other. In terms of the ride, what's it like? It is absolutely fantastic. It is all over quite quickly, but it is a fantastic coaster. The launch itself, with it using LSMs, and not the typical Intamin style of launch. Obviously, with a hydraulic launch where it uses the cable, you get that initial acceleration a lot more. With Red Force, with it using LSMs, you come out of the station, yes, you are fast, but of course, you build up that speed the closer you get to the end of the launch section just here. By the time you get to the end of that, especially on the front row, you really feel the G-force. Me and Charlotte were on there, absolutely loving it. Our cheeks were going like this, shaking. It is a fantastic coaster. Now I'm going to show you a bit of on-ride footage you got from when we were on Red Force a little bit earlier on. What a fantastic ride here at PortAventura. I'm still not sure where it sits in my top coasters, but it is definitely in my top 5 at the moment. What a brilliant ride. Here's some shots we took on board Red Force earlier on, along with some off-ride shots too. So there's some fantastic footage of Red Force here at Ferrari Land in PortAventura. It has been so quiet for an opening day today. I was expecting it to be so busy and there's hardly getting on many rides, but that's really not been the case at all. In terms of other rides then, you've got the shot towers just behind me just here, 2 of those in there. Pretty standard shot and drop towers really. A couple of different sequences on there, one where it shoots you upwards, another one where it takes you up to the top slowly and then shoots you back down. A bit more airtime, a bit more than you get on Ice Blast back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in the UK, for anyone that's seen that, but it's still nothing fantastic. The best thing about that is the view. If you do come out here to Ferrari Land, sit on the one facing this side and you'll look straight over PortAventura Park itself. You can see some footage on your screen just there I captured earlier on the GoPro, and it looks fantastic. Really good views over towards Shambhala, Hurricane Condor over in the main PortAventura Park itself. You've got the little Grand Prix ride just behind me just here as well. Put some shots of that on your screen. Me and Charlotte really like this one. It's a little Grand Prix ride. There's 2 circuits, both of them follow the same route, but some little tunnels, some nice theming and stuff as you go along there. And that's electric powered there as well, so it's different to what you get on Autopia at Disney. Of course, they seem to be going down that route at Disney parks now, but of course some of them are still powered by sort of diesel, petrol, which is really cool. But for this one, they are electric, but it's still good fun. Quite slow, a little bit slower than Autopia, but it's still worth checking out. You got a little children's flat ride in here as well. I'll put some footage of that on your screen. That's like a whip style ride, so you literally go around in an F1 car, and then you get a little whip. Then, right in the middle, no innuendos there, in the middle, of course, you've got the main Ferrari building itself. Inside there, you've got 2 simulator-style rides. You've got an F1-style simulator, and on that one, it's really quite cool. You sit in an F1 car, quite high throughput. I reckon there's about 10 cars in there. That's just a guess, but looking at where it was sat, you can see another row above us. There was 4 in our row, and then about 3 down at the front, so the throughput's better on that one. And that was really good, actually. So like, you sit on an F1 car, going around lots of different racetracks all around the world. And then my second favourite ride, I'm sure Charlotte would agree with me on this one, is Flying Dreams. It's a flying theatre, and it's really good. It's different to soaring, because soaring you obviously get bored on the ground, it lifts up, and then you got the screen in front of you. This one, the screen's still in front, but instead you load on different levels. Only one level working at the moment, which does mean the throughput's not been very good at all. But I do really enjoy this attraction. So here's some little shots, a couple of minutes footage from Flying Dreams here in Ferrari Land at PortAventura. Flying Dreams just there here at Ferrari Land in PortAventura World. It's a really nice area. I'm also really pleased with the atmosphere that it has around here. Yes, it has been a quiet day in the park today, but it's good to see the finish off the landscaping really nice. The buildings are good. You've got like the Venice Tower, all the different buildings around it. It looks fantastic, and if you would like to see even more of Ferrari Land here at PortAventura, then make sure you check out our other videos here on Theme Park Worldwide. That is enough for now about Ferrari Land. Let's head over into the main PortAventura Park itself and see what changes there's been since our last visit. So we're over in PortAventura Park now. As you can see just behind me here, we are in the China themed area. It's a beautiful themed area of the park. It's home to Dragon Khan, the park's B&M sit-down coaster. I love Dragon Khan. It's got a little bit rough this trip, but in general operations it's been quite good actually across the park. The coasters have been on 2 trains. That's Furious Baco, Shambhala, Dragon Khan. You've also had Stampeder, which has been running 2 trains on each circuit as well. When I was last here in October 2015, operations weren't that good. This time they are better. Yes, they're still struggling to get the trains out there sometimes, but in general I've not waited once on Shambhala's brake run. It's been straight back into the station, just how we should be really on a hyper coaster. At the end of the day it's got a long layout, and the fact that when I was last here a year and a half ago it was running 1 train, well, it wasn't very good at all really. So overall operations have been quite good. Hurricane Condor operations, they've been okay. One of the towers has been off, but in general we've had 4 towers on, 2 sit down and 2 stand up on Hurricane Condor. For those of you that have never been here before, you won't know that Hurricane Condor, you actually can't queue up for each individual one. You do get placed where they want you to go. So if they want you to go on sit down, you have to go on there. If you want to go on stand up, you sort of have to go where they put you on that one. In general though, we've had a really good trip. Shambhala is its 5 years old, 5 years of Chamois B, and it's still running fantastic. It is still my #1 coaster. Running great behind me there, and overall the area looks good as well. For this year, they've done quite a bit of painting up all around Shambhala. The queue line, they've redone some of the portraits and stuff around there, and in general it looks fantastic. So I'm going to show you a few shots just off ride of some of the attractions here at PortAventura Park. The wonderful Shambhala. now the second tallest roller coaster in Europe. Now it's great to see PortAventura is looking really good. And in terms of other improvements, there's been some new shows here at the park as well. Dance Revolution in the massive theatre has been absolutely fantastic. You can see some shots of that on your screen just there. Also watched a lot of the other shows here. They've got the parade, which has been redone. Bubble Boo has got some brand new stuff in as well. The saloon show. There is so much entertainment here at PortAventura. To be honest, these European parks really put our UK theme parks to shame when it comes to shows. There's so much over here, and as much as there isn't a nighttime show here at the moment, if you do come in the summer, you get to see Fiesta Ventura, a massive firework parade on the lake spectacular. It is really worth coming to see if you are visiting, normally from the end of May through to the start of September. That is the peak time here at PortAventura. Now I know a lot of you have been out to ride Shambhala because I rave about it so highly. It is my top coaster, and it's great to see that so many of you have come out here to come and experience it. It's a great park, there's so much development going on, and I think it'll be really interesting to see what the future is for PortAventura World. Now make sure you do check out our vlogs here on the channel. They're quite long, they'll be online in the next few days. A vlog from Ferrari Land, vlogs from the main park here itself, and of course with our first ever travel vlog as well. So if you've not seen that yet, make sure you check it out here on our channel. Next up then, it's time for Merch Paradise. So welcome to On Location Merch Paradise from Shambhala's gift shop. First time I'm going to show you this t-shirt just here. I do quite like it, but I'm not that keen on the I Survive part. I wish it was just a big logo on the start just there. Follow me into the shop. I have bought a new t-shirt this trip. I'll show you which one. Come this way.
Are we doing?
The shop just there. Have a little copy of this one. There we go, this is quite nice. A new shirt, I've not seen this one here before. Look at that, it says Shambhala, and you've got the coaster just there in the middle as well. Dragon Khan, Hurricane Condor, and then the moon in the background, which is quite nice. These are priced, it was just €12.95. Not too bad for a shirt, I don't think. Available in small, medium, large, and extra large for anybody out there. And you might notice as well that PortAventura has had a bit of a rebrand for this year. PortAventura World Parks and Resorts. So you've got PortAventura Park, which is this, Ferrari Land that we was in earlier on. You've got the water park, which is open normally from May to September. And of course you've got all the hotels here as well. So there is quite a bit here, that's why they've rebranded it. Instead of calling it PortAventura Resort, like a lot of parks tend to do, they go for PortAventura World. I don't really mind the name change that much, but I do think the logo did look better before it said PortAventura World on it. In terms of other merchandise here, to be honest, the merch isn't that good at PortAventura anymore. It used to be really good, but a lot of it now is all the Sesame Street characters and stuff like that really. So there's still a few nice items. Like I said, I do like this Shambhala shirt, but in general, there isn't a lot of merchandise out there here at the park. Next up then, it's time for Name That Coaster.
You're like a roller coaster, move and shake me side to side. Yes, then I know, but I make you ride like a roller coaster.
So yes, welcome to Name That Coaster. It seems that quite a few of you struggled with the one last week. Now I did say it was outside of the UK, and it's a coaster I've not yet been on, but I do want to, hopefully, in the not so distant future. It was at Cedar Point, located in Ohio in the United States of America, and it was Millennium Force. I really want to get on Millennium Force. It is an absolutely fantastic coaster. Anyway, enough of that one. It's time for this week's Name That Coaster. Now remember, it's just for fun. I'm going to play a different sound clip on top of all these coasters for you to hear. Here we go, it's coming up in 3, 2, 1. Stop. There we go, that is this week's Name That Coaster. Remember, it is just for fun. All you need to do is comment below on the video. If you are struggling, don't worry, I will try and help you out down in the comments below, and I'll reveal what it was next week. Since it's time for the final section of this week's episode of the show, it is TPW Showcase, here from Mediterranean, a really nice themed area here at PortAventura. You've got Furious Backer in the background, and this park is absolutely gorgeous at night time. We've not really got to see it at night this trip, with us coming in April and of course the lighter nights, but later on, when the park's open until midnight in the summer, you get to see it at night, and it's a really, really nice atmosphere. So quite a bit to get through then this week. Firstly then, we've got Jack with a photo here inside Gruffalo Station. Thanks for sending that one in, Jack. Next up we've got Alfie outside the Adventure Tree at Chessington as well. Look forward to getting back down there soon and experiencing it. Vicky's got a photo here with Mr. Lee Woods, so thank you very much for sending that in. Next up then, all these people have had photos with me over the past couple of weeks. Firstly, we've got Simon just there. Next up then, we've got Theo. Great to see you, Theo. Moving on to Jason just there as well. Moving on to Rachel, who also got a photo there with me. Ken and family have got a photo here on Tower of Terror. Loving that, hope you didn't scream too much. Cian's got a photo here with me as well. And also has James just here as well, so thanks for sharing that one. Silvio has got a photo here from Dunreal, a fantastic on-ride photo there, so thank you for sharing that one. Tom has got a photo at Camel Creek Adventure Park. I'm not sure where that is, I'm going to have to Google it and have a look. It looks absolutely awesome, so thank you very much for sending in your photo. Bit of merchandise that you guys have got now. First we've got Liam just here with his merchandise collection. Ben with the Ferrari World map just here as well, so thanks for sharing that one. Moving on to Charlie with a merch selection that you've got there. Good to see all your items. And finally, Ryan with a merchandise collection there as well. Finally, a big happy birthday from all of us here at Theme Park Worldwide to the one and only Ollie Butler. You are coming here to PortAventura on the 20th of April to the 30th of April with 2 days here, and that is thanks to Rachel. So happy birthday to you from us here at Theme Park Worldwide. I hope you have a fantastic trip out to PortAventura. Also a big happy birthday to Rob, and thank you for watching the channel. If you've got anything you want to feature in next week's episode of the show, all you need to do is send it in over on our Facebook page, and then Charlotte, my beautiful girlfriend who's on the camera, and the TVW admin will get back to you and we'll put your photo in next week's episode of the show. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've really had a good time here at PortAventura. Make sure you check out our vlogs. We've got the Ferrari vlog, the main vlog from the park in 2 separate parts, all to come on our channel over the next few days. I'm Shawn Sanbrooke. Thanks to Charlotte for fantastic filming, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys, from PortAventura World.